Hi guys, welcome back. So I want to go through and just give a quick little overview of everything that's available for the Warcraft 15th anniversary in-game activity. So I figured the easiest way to do it would be to just log in and kind of walk through everything with you guys and kind of talk about it as we go. So it's ongoing now. I'm going to go ahead and log in here. It's ongoing at the moment. Um, the first thing that we want to bring up is probably the dates. It started yesterday, which would be November 5th, and it's for at least North America going to January 7th. So about a 2-month event. I think for EU it starts a day later, so it ends a day later. But yeah, this is going to be the first thing that you'll see. So we're going to go in and you'll log in. We'll make your way over to the mailbox real quick. That's really the first thing you want to do is make your way to the mailbox, and you have this little package. Just go ahead and click it, pick up the 15th anniversary. We'll close that out. And then the next big thing is I'm going to go ahead and just slowly open this up. If you're opening this for the first time, you will have a pet called Lil Nefarian. And I'll go through and open that up here in a second, but you're going to get 200 Time Walk badges. A celebration package which gives you 15% extra reputation as well as experience buff. So that's nice to have. There's a little bit more about that here in a second. The fireworks, and then this quest. This is an invitation to the Time Walkers. From what I understand, as far as the requirement for this invitation, it could be as low as level 10. It may be as low as level 60. That one's not too sure of. But the other thing is, in previous years, the celebration package, you had to it was an hour-long buff, and you had to apply it every hour. However, this time around, if we click on it, if you watch my buffs right here, it disappears from your bags and is instantly applied to your character. So I don't know if you can click it off. I wouldn't try it, just because there's some other bugs with the event that we'll get to here in a second. But at any rate, we're going to make our way over to Chromie. So Chromie is in the Caverns of Time. For the Horde side, if you're making your way to your normal portals, there's a hallway going to the normal portal room. About halfway through the hallway, take a left, and that'll go and take you into a room one level below that portal room, and that's where your portal will be. So we're going to make our way this way. And this will take us to the entrance here. We're going to make our way to Chromie. So going back to the levels thing, again, there's a couple new events that's happening with this season. So number one, you have 3 new LFR wings to participate in. You have a new Alterac Valley, which is in essence the old Alterac Valley, meaning that there's no resource limit. There's no timer, so these are the battlegrounds that can last for days if given the opportunity. However, the really interesting thing about this is that there's a quest tied to completing both the PvP and the PvP aspect. For PvP, it's really nice, to be honest. It's a really quick way for someone to get their mark spawner. But here is Chromie. So Chromie is at the head of the dragon here. And you'll have another little vendor here. We'll go through and take a look at the balloons. You can purchase these balloons. So these are available here. You have this one for the, what do we call it? For the Horde side, or sorry, for the Alliance side, for the Horde side, and you can buy them from this guy. So we'll go over, we'll talk to Chromie here. We'll turn this in. So you notice that there's a bunch of text underneath there. There's 2 quests. Soldier of Time is what takes you to Alterac Valley. That'll be your reward for completing that quest. Within Alterac Valley, you have another set of quests. One of them is to pick up a crystal orb or something along those lines, and that'll give you 1500 honor. So it's a good little way if you have a lot of alts to just boost your honor levels a little bit. So we'll go ahead and pick this up, and then we'll go through and look at this one. How things really happen. So we were talking about earlier the little things that are available in the with the holiday. You have 1 pet, and you have 3 mounts. 2 of those mounts come from the PvP side and going through and completing the quest in Alterac Valley. I'll show that here in a second, but this is from going through and defeating the villains of the past. So to defeat the villains of the past, we'd queue up for this raid, in this raid. Defeating each one will give you a new mount in the mail. I think it's called the Obsidian. Let's take a look here. It's called the Obsidian Worldbreaker, and that's him right there. So again, we know how to queue there. We know how to get them out. We'll talk about the bugs here in a second. Now, for the PvP side, it's a little bit different. You can queue up for the PvP via Group Finder. Go to the PvP tab, and it's the new Alterac Valley is called Korak's Revenge. And what you'll notice is that there is a mount here. If you get the one on the Alliance or you get the one on the Horde side, you inadvertently also get the other one. So you only have to do this one time, but you'll get both. What you'll notice is that there is a percentage here. This is heavily balanced around, or heavily dependent on, getting the time walking badges within Alterac Valley. And a lot of that comes from your turn-ins. A lot of that comes from your quest to go through and cap a building, or save a graveyard, or whatever the case may be. But that's where you get your points from within the battleground. I can maybe make another video to go through and show that, but I just kind of wanted to cover the basics this time around. So that's the mount. These are your PvP mounts. We'll go through and we'll look at that a little bit later. I was talking about the pet earlier. So we have Nefarian, and here's your little guy right here. So we'll zoom in on him a little bit. But that's your little Nefarian pet. All you have to do is log in, and it's in your mailbox with that initial mail package that we opened. The other thing, maybe the last thing here, is that there are... you can't mount in this area. So you have to come over here and then mount up. There's another little set of vendors over here. Most of them you can ignore, but you do have a set of dailies where you can talk to this guy, and you can reflect on, you can answer questions about the past, how to give you 5 as a daily. The other one leads us into the next topic, is that you have the originals. So if I go through and I pull up all the things over here, and we go into event, and we go into, we'll say that one. It's the 15th anniversary, but for right now, all the things has it listed under the 13th. You have your world bosses. Now these, if you're really into transmogs, and especially stuff that's no longer available, these are going to be your ticket. I think it's Emrys, Lethon, Terror, and Ysandra. I want to say those 4 rotate, but Azargos and Lord Kazakh are always up each day. But yeah, I think it's a daily thing where you can go through and kill them and hopefully get something to drop. I cannot remember if it was weekly or not, so I'll go through and try to leave a comment once I realize that. But it's either daily or it's either... I think it is daily. Sorry, guys. I think it is daily because your 4 dragons that we listed out earlier are... they rotate each day, so it may be a daily thing. That being said, there is a quest to go through and kill them, and you get 150 time walking badges. So there's that. The other thing is, from this vendor, you can pick up a couple other things with your time walking badges. One of them including the Corgi Pop, and then a couple other toys here and there. So there's that if you need it. Other than that, last but not least, we'll make our way over here real quick. Last but not least, there's a couple of other... I'm going to go ahead and set that there. There's a couple of other bugs that have happened. I think they've already been hashed out, but if you're unable to open up and get your little Nefarian pet to work, there's an issue where some players have had their Nefarian pet revoked, meaning they have it but they can't use it type of thing. That is getting worked out. Mine was revoked for the past 24 hours or so. It looks like I can use mine at this point in time. The other thing is that Ragnaros in one of the wings is really bugged, so if you come across that error, that's on the menu. Warcraft has already, or Blizzard's already mentioned that they're working on these issues, but I'm just kind of going through and listing the bugs that you may have occur. The other one is surrounding the Obsidian, what do we call it? Obsidian Worldbreaker, the Deathwing looking mount. That one, there's a couple bugs tied to it. Number one is that if you earn it, you earn it by completing your 3 wings or whatnot, it pops up in the mail. Try to go through and pick that up before you log off, or if possible before you DC or anything, and learn that mount. What people are finding is that if they log off and log back on before they pick up the mount disappears from the mail. The other thing is that people are going through, and when they learn the mount, it's only learnable or writable on that character that they learned it on. These, in my opinion, I think are unintended bugs, but they're out there, and a lot of people already know about them. I think Blizzard's already made a tweet or two about saying that they're working on stuff like that. So hopefully that'll start to rectify itself here pretty soon. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of go through. There's a lot with the event, and it's pretty exciting stuff. Hopefully I didn't miss too much with it, but I wanted to go ahead and get like some little small summary video out there for you. So with that being said, I'm going to take off here because we are doing a 16-hour stream today. So with that, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to pop over. I'll leave a link in the description, but I'll be here from about 25 minutes from now until midnight tonight. So with that being said, you guys be good, be safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys.